Hi, welcome back. We are going to go over the homework for the week of November 16th through the 20th. And so here's what's going to be in the packet. Please look out for this letter that's going home. It is just a list of different ways to keep in touch with the school, with the classroom, and also communicate what your needs are, and so on, the progress. And it always helps to know what works and what doesn't work. So let's see. So our reading this time will be very simplified and seasonal. And it's concerning Thanksgiving. My Thankful book is going home, and also my 5 Senses of Fall. And it's about just being observant of the change of season. The number is still the number 7. The colors are the colors of autumn, and also of just the colors, different greens at this time of year. And so that is about it. A few things that are going home are also, we'll just go through them now regarding math. So please do focus, and that's always going to be our main focus, on your goals, really. And when we communicate, that will be probably one of the top things that we want each child to progress on as much as possible. The calendar. And one thing you can just point out at this point: how many days are there in November? When is Thanksgiving? And it's the last Thursday of the month, and so on and so forth. Grooming. Here's another chart right underneath it, and okay, my record, keeping a record for healthy habits throughout the day. So just see if this actually helps better than the other one, or if you can incorporate the two. That's great. Days of the week, so that we go over our calendar. This is, you'll have to read it. They're just two scenarios on time, digital time, and identifying when a certain thing would happen. For example, running errands in her community. When is the earliest she can start running errands? So when is the earliest? What comes first? Or referring to a clock, basically. Also, 8:30 is earlier than 9. So that's something that we just want to go over, especially it relates to some of the IEP goals that some of our students have. This is another example of what you can construct together with different words. Put them together. Okay, cut them out. And I'm sorry it's giving you work to do, but maybe your student can also do that. And then construct the sentence and glue it on. Some can also copy it. Here are 4 new words, and they are up, in, look, and hear. Here are the words constructed in sentences and pertaining somewhat to the stories of the week. The number 7 from just enlarged 7, but also very helpful to, you always start at the smiley face and then go down. It is from the series Writing Without Tears. Here is a crossword puzzle for the fun, and see if you can kind of train or get your student accustomed to finding words that start with like fork, F-O-R-K. Where can we find, and how to find the different letters. So it is valuable in terms of identifying letters as well. F for frog, don't forget that, and F for fall, and that's kind of fun to decorate. More work with F again, for fish. More on this. There will be some time off, and I was considering that maybe you may also want to take aside a day during the vacation, and just have your student work on that, if particularly if they can do a few things on their own. relatively well. So here is another one that we do once in a while, and it is an IEP goal oriented type task. Which one is different? So that is good for everyone to know, regardless, identifying what is not part of the group. Here we go, if they want to play with the color orange. And here is, we're just tracing circles here, but that might be also a shape that you may have to review, is a circle. And last week we had similar shapes, or lines rather. So they were vertical. This time they're horizontal. And once again, we'll dare our student to connect this squirrel, for example, to that squirrel on their own without tracing. So giving them more sense of independence. And this is a fun booklet, 1 through 10. And see how much number by number your student can identify. For example, 1, you want to fill in 1 square, identify where there is a 1, trace this, and what comes before 1 and what comes after. Could be more of a challenge. If you have a ruler, that could be something that, okay, what comes before, 1, what comes after 1, so on. 4, the number 4. Okay, we've done those. So we are finishing up with the number 7 this week, and when we come back in December already, we'll be on the number 8. So we'll be approaching 10 soon. And here is here are different ways of finding out 0 plus what is 5, for example. So it's a neat way of sneaking in algebra, a concept that's really pertaining to algebra, but what can equal 5? And so algebra is not always as difficult as it seems. And here we go with a small story, a short story, I love. And if your student doesn't write, go ahead and either point out I love, have them find out what they love. So always knowing that they're identifying the answer to the text and where that's located. All right, so our stories are very simple. Actually, this one's already colored, so you'll want to just read it. And we will be talking about emotions. There's a whole unit on that, and that will be in January, actually. So right now, we're going to look at more senses, like the 5 senses. So you taste with your mouth and so on. And teach it how you want to, but make it really fun as well. So I feel the wind, so whoo, and just even act it out, like make a little skit. I feel the wind. I see. Always point to eyes. Okay, do you see with your nose or do you see with your eyes? And see if they can think about it. Say, first think, if they are quick to answer, all right? And if not, just point to eyes. See, okay? I taste the fall apples, so you eat. Okay, so enough with that. My Thankful book is really cute. It's almost part of art in itself because you can color it. So have fun coloring it and make sure that it's red. I am thankful for, and I'm thankful for my family. I am thankful, let's see, just also use this book as an example of what your student is thankful for. I am thankful for my home, and so on. They might be thankful for some things that are in the home, for their mom, and so on and so forth. Here's one that we can do with Zoom. I've been on Zoom every day at 11:30, and so I will be doing mine. I have it right here, ready to go, and yours is going home, so you can do it on your own, or we can do it together, which I will eventually do it on Zoom. And it's a really fun way of doing addition. So for example, you have 2 dominoes, 3 and 3. 3 and 3 would be, and then you would paste it here. So there's that. And you can just practice first before you paste it. I have this also a grid, and what's written out here is turkey. So it comes together. It's really a puzzle that you're pasting. So you want to glue it, and I don't need to tell you, you already know. Glue the paper first and then put the strips down, I think would be easier. And here's a cornucopia, and here, so you'll see that this is cut out. It doesn't need to be cut out. You can just glue the pieces on top. They're already cut for you. So that makes it a bit easy on your end. And here's a cornucopia of vegetables and fruit. Okay, and more turkeys going home this week. You were finishing up the alphabet. So 2 went home last week. This week, you'll see that we're finally completing the alphabet, going all the way to the letter Z. And this is 1 through 10 on a turkey's feathers. So they'll have to put them in order first. And when they have them in order, then I would say it's good to glue. Okay. And here is something else that's going home, and it's to remind us of the letter F. And this is a little fish tank. So for fish. And they can actually, the parts like the mouth, the bubbles, the hand that make the fish, and a little eye that's adhesive. So you don't really need glue for that, but you will for the hand. And you can make the algae or however you want to construct it. So have fun with that. OT and speech have also their lessons going home. And I hope you will have a nice and warm, sheltered week. And we'll talk soon. Take care. Bye-bye.